Are you suffering with sciatica? We'll start doing this exercise right now to relieve your pain. Hi, I'm Dr. Rob. I'm a chiropractor with over 20 years of experience. And if you've got a pain, I've got the answer. If you found yourself here after watching my deep dive into sciatica video, great. But if not, go give it a watch. It's full of useful information and some tips and advice on how to start managing your pain. Today, as promised, I'm doing my nerve flossing or nerve gliding video. Nerve flossing and nerve gliding are exactly the same thing. We're taking a nerve that's trapped under something and trying to free it up by repetitively tightening and relaxing the nerve. By freeing the nerve up, it helps it to heal, and that in return will help reduce your pain or any pins and needles, numbness, or tingling that you're experiencing. This type of exercise is easy, simple, and doesn't take much time. You do have to do it regularly to get the most benefit, but it won't take up much of your day. I'm going to demonstrate the exercise straight onto the camera and then from the side, so you get to see both angles, which will help you understand how to do the exercise better. Remember, this is a mobilization to the nervous system. It's not a muscle stretch. Muscles have got lots of stretch to them, nerves have got a tiny bit. So if we keep pulling the nerve too much or pulling it too hard, you can actually irritate it. The best way to gauge this is using your pain. If you can think about your pain on a scale of 0 to 10, 10 being the worst pain you could ever imagine, and 0 being no pain at all. Ideally, I don't want your pain to go any higher than a 3 to 4 out of 10. This is really important because if you pull that nerve too much, you could actually hurt it more than help it. No pain, no gain does not exist in this exercise. This is about keeping it slow, steady, controlled, and your pain levels low. So to do this seated version, we obviously need a chair. I do like a straight backed version so it helps support us. Arms are not necessary, but if you're in a lot of pain, they will help you in and out of the chair. The first thing I like to suggest to people is to do the exercise in your non-sciatic leg. This is really useful. It gives you a base reading to what it feels like. I expect you to feel a bit of tightness in the back of your thigh. Most of us have tight hamstrings. You may feel a little bit of back pain or even some symptoms in your sciatic leg. These are the symptoms you need to monitor to make sure you're not pushing the exercise too far, even on your good leg. The first thing we're going to do is put the nerve under its most tension. This is where you need to be careful because this is likely to cause the pain. We're going to sit up straight and then start to arch backwards while looking up at the ceiling and start straightening out your leg. As mentioned, if you feel pain, stop. 3 to 4 out of 10 is the highest I want you to go, but if you can go up to straight, brilliant. Pull your toes back, look up at the ceiling, and then come back down. Curl forward, chin to your chest, and point your toes. And then come back up to neutral, and then you'll do the other leg. So now I'm going to show you from the side. So again, we're going to start sat up already straight, start arching backwards, looking up at the ceiling, then start straightening out your leg. Again, if you feel pain, please stop. If you're going to get to here, that's fine. Stop here, and then come back down. If you can go further, go all the way up, toes towards you, and then down. Now we're taking the nerve to its most relaxed, slump over, chin down, foot pointed, and then back. And we'll do movements like this, slow, steady, arching back, and down. Pointed toes, just like that. I recommend doing this exercise 10 times on each leg, 2 to 3 times a day. That is enough. If you do it more than this, you have a tendency to over-irritate the nerve. And as you can already tell, nerves are very sensitive. The more you irritate it, the more pain you're going to have. These are slow, steady, controlled movements. We want nice, slow gliding. We're not trying to irritate the nerve. We're not trying to stretch the nerve. We're trying to mobilize it. I really like this seated version because it's something you can do at home, at work, anywhere you can find a seat. People might look at you weirdly, but don't worry about them. You need to do what you need to do to get better. Some people might struggle doing this sitting down, so I am going to do another video showing you how to do it laying down. I wouldn't recommend getting on the floor because you might not get back up again. It's quite useful to do this on your bed, especially first thing in the morning, because that's often when your symptoms are at their worst. Maybe you've tried a nerve glide before. Maybe this is your first time. Let me know in the comments how it feels. If you need some help, advice, or any more information, please ask. I'm happy to answer any questions that you have. If I've been helpful, hit that like button and follow. I'll be bringing you much more videos like this, lots of advice, helpful exercises, and things to get you through your pain. Well, that's it for today. I'll see you in the next one. And remember, I've got your back. Literally.